As I sit relaxed, I allow my body to be still, my mind calm, and allow God, my nourishment, my sustenance, empower the body and soul. I visualize myself bathing in God's light, full of essential vitamins and minerals. These vitamins and minerals are being absorbed by the body, and it reaches each cell, nourishes each cell, fixes what needed to be fixed, and make each cell reach its original healthy state, making each part the body healthy and function perfectly. The knowledge, powers, virtues being given by God nourishes and sustains the soul. I visualize myself bathing in God's light, full of all powers and virtues, empowering the soul. The power to accommodate allows me to learn from every person and each situation without losing any valuable part of me. The power to tolerate makes my capacity to stretch my boundaries and soften all edges in my relationships and let everyone grow. With the power to face, I confront my own doubts and fears and dispel them with courage. The power to back up let me accept the past and makes me present in the present and glide carefree to the future. The power to discern helps me see clearly and distinguish fact from fiction natural from synthetic, and necessary from irrelevant. With the power to decide, I am able to trust time and wait and know what to do. The power to cooperate makes me know when to listen and when to speak, when to lead and when to follow, creating a dance of harmony. With the power to withdraw, I am able to step back and pause from any situation, knowing that I become more powerful after. Remembrance of God nourishes and sustains the soul. The more I remember God, the more I am happy and healthy. Om Shanti.
Hello everyone. Good afternoon. Happy weekend na niya akong isulti. Welcome everyone to our Saturday conversations. It's already July. Last Saturday, we had meditation. So every other Saturday, we'll be having conversations on different topics. Last June, it was Father's Day, the source of, was it? My father, my great hero. Okay, now we are already in July. Hapit na Christmas. July, our topic for this afternoon is the source of my constant happiness. We reflect on this topic, no, because each one of us have experiences of happiness and happiness. But the question there is, have we sustained, or do we have that constant happiness in those experiences? Because the goal there is to have that constancy, the constant happiness. We maintain that constant happiness. So in this conversation, we will be sharing, and for those who are tuned in live in the Zoom and in FB, you can also share through sending us messages, or those in the Zoom, you can also open your cam and share your journey of constant happiness. Okay, this afternoon, we will converse. We have two guests actually, no, live. So two good friends. We've been journeying also, and we've been sharing this happiness. No? So let me call on the first friend. My friend, my very good friend. We've known each other for quite a long time, and we've seen how we have journeyed in happiness. We will share this afternoon. How have we maintained, and are we maintaining the happiness that we've been chatting, sharing. So we check. So may we call on Ben Viniegas. Come, Pads. Ay, ako rin siyang tawag ng Pads. Ben Pads. Okay.
Good
Okay.
afternoon, everyone, our viewers on Zoom and our viewers also in Facebook. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Sister Zen.
Wadi ko kaingon no akong pangan.
Yes.
My
you
name
forgot-
is Zenny. Your conversation karong
Oh,
mapuna.
yeah. Thank you
Good
for
afternoon.
inviting me here in our space.
It's our
for
pleasure, huh?
Oh, really?
Please do come
Yeah.
and share your
Uh,
experience.
I love sharing, and
Yeah.
probably you will have not enough time if I get to share my story.
Wala nato atong oras.
Thank you so much, Sister Zen.
Our pleasure.
And
in
of
the
course,
space.
Madam Ellen, Sister Ellen, for
Oh.
inviting me here over.
Sister Ellen, Madam Luna, take over sa Kudari Kadali. Okay.
Oh,
So
yes.
Ben, diretso na ta kay wala na tayo.
Yeah,
Oo.
we don't have enough time because we have very limited time.
And the topic is very interesting. By each
Yes.
one of us have this experience of happiness. So can you share, or do you want to like give definitions of the words source, constant, happiness, according to your experience?
Okay. Thank you very much. Usually in philosophy, there is always that definition of terms, no? If you agree with me, like, what's the definition of a source? What's the definition of a constant? And what is the definition of happiness? Let me start first with the word source. Okay. Actually, I want to Google to exactly see what Google tells us or what the
So si
source
Madam Miriam
mean.
na diha.
I guess this is from Miriam.
From
But
Miriam.
anyway,
Thank
the,
you,
the most
Miriam.
famous right now is the Google thing. It's a noun. The letter S, a small letter S, source, which means a place, a person, or thing from which something comes or can be obtained. O sa Bisaya pa, it's tinubdan. Or sa
I
Tagalog
see.
pa, it's the ano pinaka
Pinakailang.
so kung saan ang
Kung saan
pinaka so kung saan talaga nanggaling.
nanggaling. Oh. Unsay
Ang
ugat?
pinanggalingan,
Anong
anong
ugat?
ugat?
Anong ugat
Anong
niya?
salitang
Yeah.
ugat?
Ang roots, no?
Yes.
The root.
Yes,
Oh.
Sister Lely.
Like na bitaw may hunta, we have to find the roots.
Yes, you're right. Yeah. You have to
Okay.
the root cause or the supreme source in a way, or the actually we're looking here at the supreme source by the way of the constant happiness. But anyway, we shall start in a way that would be very, very what you call this one, very in layman's term, so that we can
Okay.
get to the most exact meaning of the source of the constant happiness.
Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, good afternoon, Sir Singh. Please join us here. Yeah,
Yes,
please
of
join
course.
us here.
That's a-
We've been waiting for you. Please
it's
do
nice,
come.
very nice that we have.
So, daghantang
Yeah.
magstorya diri.
Hello, saying good afternoon.
I
No,
will be
because we
here.
have to fit Manda.
Oh, yeah. I think diri ko. Okay. So- Adihan lang ko kay. Aron makakaan ko. Okay.
Dito ka sa ano sa gitna.
Dinhin ako kay para makaklaro gyud ko ninyo, di ba? Kay
Are we,
magdingding
are we,
ito.
are we online? Oh,
Ah.
no. Yes.
Sige.
Sorry for
Okay.
technical difficulty. Somebody came by and yes.
And, we're happy to have our good friend, Mr. Singh Solon. He will also share kay conversation mani. Diba? Sige, Ben, can you
Yeah.
please continue?
It's the source where we obtain the the thing that provides us, no? And happiness, as again, as according to, or rather, yeah, again, for happiness, I think we know what constant means. It's the uh, it's always there. It should always be there. So that's constant. However, with happiness, happiness is defined by Google. Is a positive and pleasant emotion ranging from contentment
Positive.
to intense joy.
Wow.
Or moments of happiness may be triggered by a positive life experience or thoughts, but sometimes it may arise from no obvious cause.
Sure.
So it's something
It
like
may arise
yeah, it's something that is pleasant, di ba?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a choice.
Yes, right.
You want to be happy?
Happiness is a choice.
It's a
It's a
choice.
choice.
Mhm.
I'd like to share something like uh, I had great fun with my apo. His name is Rafael.
Mhm.
And when I get to see him, I really find joy.
Mhm.
I really find the emotion is really, I'm really very happy to find my grandson growing and very, very kulit, very, I mean, like he moves around and I mean, like he draws me anywhere, he pulls me around and I feel so happy and I feel so young. However, last night, my son texted me that my grandson is in the hospital.
Mm.
And I felt the emotion changed on that
Okay.
particular circumstance when my son called me and then told me that Rafael is in the hospital,
Mhm.
nagconvulsion daw, and then things changed. The emotion from happiness to sadness, So the change of emotion is in the mind, and the choice was for you either to be happy or to be sad. But at that instant, the circumstance made me emotionally sad. That's how it is. But however, in the turn of events, in a matter of time, I changed that negative or that sadness, the emotional feeling of sadness into happiness when I turned the choice not to be sad but to be happy because I know he will be taken care of and he will be all right and he will get well soonest. And indeed, this morning he was well, he was in good health, though in the hospital yet, but he's now getting his pen and colored pencils to draw and to color what he has done. And again, that feeling of happiness again emerged in me. Okay, ba kayo?
Thank you for that sharing, Ben.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me go to
Apostolic emotion.
apostolic emotion.
Right?
Apostolic emotion. Apo. Apong kulit. Apostolic. So, Sir Sing,
I'm here to
can you
inspire.
share also? Yeah, oh. Okay, istorya ning ato conversation go, diba? Conversations of our experiences of happiness. Sir Sing, our topic for this afternoon, the source of my constant happiness. Surely, daghan kaayo ka og experiences
Because of
on
age.
happiness.
Age doesn't matter.
Age doesn't matter.
What matters
Sir Sing.
What matter is age.
Okay.
Actually, there are instances you get sad. But again, just think of the happy moments that you're experiencing. That's very important. You know, I have been reading and seeing these things. When you're happy, you contaminate other people. Okay?
Manakod, no?
Manakot.
Oo.
Now, if you want to look
Contagious.
young,
Oh.
always be happy because it will be very expensive when you're sad.
Ayan.
You go to Vicky Bello for stretching your face.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh.
It
You know,
helps you.
I sometimes get to, some people would tell me, give a compliment. You look young. Why? I think young. Because when you think young, it looks good. You're happy. But when you're sad, you'll get a lot of wrinkles.
Physically mo manifest, no?
Oh, manifest.
Oh.
Everything. Now it contaminates other people when you're sad. No?
Yeah.
You know, sadness is there. But again, if you are not, emotionally, you are
Uh-huh.
not affected those. Always be happy. That's why whenever I walk around, I always smile because I want other people to smile
Yeah.
and be happy. So that's my.
It's good that you're
Manakot.
here. Manakot good
Oh.
gekog
So
happiness.
the sadness and happiness both manakod eh. So unsa may what is it that you want to takod? And what is it nga ganahan ka magpatakod?
Mm.
It's happiness, of course, di ba? Okay. So
Who among
klaro
us, yeah. Who among us would like to be sad?
correct.
But
Okay.
everyone would like to be
Ano gun kang
happy.
budget para magpa-inat,
Yes.
di ba?
Stretch out
Oh,
now.
sa stretching.
Yes.
Oh, pwede na ginag atoan ng hipuson
Yeah.
ang atong
It's not
para
only the
painat.
face. I think it
Okay.
can also help in our mindset to have a
Ah.
very good outlook of life.
Yeah.
Because
Actually-
if you're sad, I guess you will not have a very good outlook in life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do better. You can do more when you're happy. You
Correct.
can do more
Sakto
when
gid
you're
ka
happy.
din ha.
When you're sad, emotionally daghan kay matakdan.
Yeah.
Oh.
When you're sad, you're stuck onto something that because the energy is not there. The positive energy, the negative energy is there, and that makes you weak, and that makes you really not able to move physically and emotionally, or even that of intellectually.
When you're sad, you easily get angry. That's it.
Yes. And when you get angry,
Yeah.
everybody gets
Yeah,
to
a lot of
be
people is affected.
affected.
Ano?
Yeah.
Daghan.
Makatakot good.
Yeah, daghan sa kag di mahuman.
That's
Diba?
true. That's
Daghan kag
true.
mapending.
Yes, that's true. And you get out of if you're in the office, you cannot finish your work because you have to get
Yeah.
out and get some coffee.
Yeah.
Or for those who take some time to try to get things to distract them.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they had done nothing.
You know,
So
correct.
with happiness brings you productivity.
there might be some people looking at you that you're happy. They might think you are something wrong. No, let them think that way. It's their problem, not your problem.
So naanda di so this is kung ako ato pa ning i password. Happiness is a virtue. No? Kay it's a virtue.
Yes.
It
When you-
contaminates
Other.
positively and it's a life-giving herb. Di ba? Mabuhi ng tao diha tapad nimo nga imuhang gismailan. See?
And that is one of the things that we are discussing right now is to get to that constant happiness.
Exactly.
How do we make this journey of happiness be there
Constant.
constantly?
Oo.
Yeah, or a constant.
Yeah, kay as you were sharing ganiha, Pads, no? Na I shift sa atuhang from happiness to sadness.
mindset.
Kung makalitan bitaw na makadawat kag news ngayon ani ganiha perti man akong smile. I was so happy. Few minutes pa lang dayon naka-receive ka ako. Nakis do man akong naong. Oh,
Yeah.
pero nakamata na sad ka na it will be okay. So ibalik na sa imong happiness. So mura man siya kana nag-anana
Roller
ba?
coaster.
Oh, diba? Nag-roller coaster. Oh. So the word there is constant. How do I make this happiness constant? Okay. Can you share?
Be conscious on your look.
Be conscious on your look.
Because
Be conscious on your look.
yeah, I the way I look at it, you have to make it your consciousness that mindful about yourself. When you are happy, again, you contaminate others. When you're sad, yes, but it's but natural. But be happy always. Ako,
Mindful.
I have a lot
about
of
yourself.
uh, times wherein I feel sad, but never mind. I just leave it up to him. Let God handle that. What I can handle is how I can show to others that I'm happy. Yeah. I always leave up to things to him. I believe in that.
So for you, Sir Singh,
I
to
am not
attain
s-
that,
Excuse me first.
Abroad.
Don't call me
Ah.
Sir Sing. Because
Sir Singh, Sir, please sing. Anya,
Sing.
na, sing.
I don't like
Sing
the most-
now, sing.
Sing,
Oh,
sing a
sige.
song.
Sing a song, di ba? So, akong na-pick up di ay, to be able to have that constant happiness, we have to be mindful.
Mindful.
So, matngon yun
Mindful
ay ka
of your-
for me.
Mindful of your mode. Okay?
Mindful of your mood.
Mode.
Mm.
Because if you're mindful of your mode, you don't have to look at the mirror if you're happy or not. Because
Yeah.
it will register in your face you're
Uh-huh.
happy. And just imagine mindful
Mm.
of yourself. You avoid the wrinkles. You avoid the wrinkles. You know, that's one thing I said, I don't like my wrinkles.
Okay.
A little
and then,
while
uh-huh.
before coming over here to Inner Space,
Uh,
I was browsing through my Facebook and there was this from AGT, American Got Talent. And there was somebody who sang because it's I guess one of the top 10 hits or greatest songs ever sang in and there's this guy who sang the song I You Have Nothing.
I who have
I don't know.
nothing.
I couldn't see. Probably one of our guests did.
I who have
have
not,
nothing.
see?
Yes.
Ni kanta na yun si Sing.
I who have no one
Yes.
must
But-
watch you go dancing by.
I like that. That's it. I have nothing.
Yeah,
I have nobody. Yes.
I have nothing. I have nobody.
I have to think that there are times that you have nothing. And there are times that you have no one,
I like
No one to
that.
touch.
no one to touch you.
Mhm.
And my
Yeah.
source that I need to change the
Mhm.
mindset as was Singh was telling, like the mindset of the awareness of who we are.
Yeah.
The who we are is what we are. We are a created being of the creator himself, and that's God.
Mhm.
And who is, for me, is the source of a constant happiness.
Mhm.
That's why I not necessarily easily change from happiness or from sadness to happiness, or from an emotion that a feeling that is negative into something positive.
Mhm.
But then with the awareness, always the mindset
The
of
mindset,
you,
okay.
who you are,
Mhm.
and what we are nothing, and we are no one and nobody at times,
Mhm.
but we have somebody up there. And for any reason that happens, for anything that happens, there is always a reason.
So it's like checking your real identity without all of these external labels, who I really am. Who do I belong? Who is the source of my constant happiness? So,
We were all
No.
born. We were all born not sad. We were all born.
yeah,
happy.
oh, betul, no?
That's how I try to, especially when there are circumstances in my
Yeah.
mind and is happening and will be happening
Mm.
as always. It will
Yeah.
never be.
Mhm.
You know, I was relating to you that grandson of mine, still 2 years old, but you see the joy, the happiness
Mm.
that he has, and I would like to bring that happiness to me, and I would like even to bring him home, but I just couldn't. I'm just a grandfather,
Mm.
but he has to go home to where he is,
Mm.
and I have to go home to where I am. and I will be. And I was just thinking, like, the word of going home
Go
is
home.
let's go home. And in any circumstance that we're in, to be constantly happy, we have to go home
We have to go home.
to where
You belong.
Yeah.
We belong. So we belong to the source. Go back home. Go back to the source. So whenever there are circumstances challenging us, go back home. Diba?
Go back
So-
to your original.
Take
it's
that,
just like a computer, a CPU, when it bugs down, or even
Yeah.
our cell
Oh,
phones.
no,
You have to
reset it.
reset it. Reset it. Put the power
Oh,
off and put the power on.
Yeah. Oh.
That's why we have to
Okay.
put off ourselves
For a
and
while.
then put it on.
So it's like
They're resetting the mindset.
Pause.
time out.
No, pause.
Time out.
Pause.
Pause. Ka.
You're angry?
Mm.
Pause.
Pause.
Mm.
Pause muna.
When you're mad, pause. Because if you don't pause, it will continue.
Mhm.
Pause and switch on the happy face.
Amazing.
It actually
nice.
sometimes recur. It doesn't necessarily gets
Yeah.
off automatically, but there is a point of time that it recurs. But then as it recurs, you have to have that mindset to reset.
Mm,
That is what they call
Yeah.
learn, unlearn, and relearn.
yeah.
You know, maybe some people who are watching us or listening, easily said than done. No, it's a mindset.
Easier said than done.
It's a mindset.
So practice.
Yeah, practice. So
Practice sabi. So ayan na. So ay practice. Yeah.
Kana-
Mhm.
That's why it's a scripture in the Bible that says to be perfect. Not to be perfect, you have to do it constantly. Be perfect. Be the being, the always being, the
Mm.
being. That's not the word doesn't say perfect. No, be perfect as
Be
he is perfect. The Heavenly
Mm.
Father is perfect. It's
Yeah.
always it's dynamic. So we have to really, and we really grow with that. And I'm certainly sure that with that constant getting back to the source
Mhm.
of happiness, we will all be happy.
Yes,
Mhm.
agree.
Agree.
101%.
So happiness, the I, does not, real happiness does not come from the outside. It comes from within. So if we constantly check ourselves, have that pause in our day-to-day activities and check how is my happiness today? Am I constantly happy? What is the source of my happiness if I say I am happy? Why is there a fluctuation? So I need to check. I need to do some kind of inventory. What are the sources of my happiness? And why is my happiness not constant? Now, with that checking, we can immediately shift, no? If murag ni ubos gani ang level, nga, uy, di naman ni real happiness. Murag, nanara ko sa word nga happiness. Kay murag padung na ni. So, ayay. So, shift dayon. Uy, unsa man day, what is the source of my happiness man di ay? And no? So, it's very important to always have this checking attitude, constant checking. So check, then change. Oops, I need to check. Then and then apply the change.
People come to us what? Definitely we know what and who, is the source, the capital letter S, the source. It's not just
Mm.
any source, persons, people,
Okay.
things.
So this
the-
small
talk-
s sources, so this kani
These
sila
are
ang
those
limited,
circumstances, very limited.
very
Very-
limited.
But
Okay.
when you talk about the
The capital
letter
S, okay.
which we have here, the letter capital, the capital letter S with source,
Uh-huh.
definitely we talk about
Source.
the creator,
Okay.
the being,
Uh-huh.
the Abba, the source of this. No,
Mm.
and how to do that constant happiness is to power up ourselves to the source.
Correct. Power up, charge.
Charge yourself to the source, not
Okay.
just checking. I think this
You
not just
charge.
like it charge.
Check and
And
then you
charge.
charge kay na low bat
Yes.
di ay.
Charge.
Then
Yeah, check
there-
whether yet. It's like our cell
Uh-huh.
phone. It's when it's
Okay.
already, it's already
Okay.
5% I need or
Yeah.
1% I need to, so that I can
Block.
go,
Oh.
I can go back, or probably I can go be going,
Mm.
moving
Mm.
forward.
Yeah, because we know man no na there is the source, the capital S, but only up to here. I need to charge
Yes.
to the source.
Because that I think that the
So-
bottom line in our conversation right now is more of how do we get to that source? Is to charge.
How do
ourselves.
we get to that
And
source? Is to
definitely is
charge.
to pray, to continual meditation,
Yes.
Mhm.
pause for a while. And I think the question we need, who am I?
Mm.
Who am I?
Mm.
That's a very.
I
nice
am
thing.
not an
Yeah.
engineer. I'm not a priest. I'm not just a priest. I'm not just a
These
sharer.
are labels of the body.
It's
no?
not the titles that we have, but it's
Yeah.
who we are,
Mm.
who we really are. We are a soul that is God, that is being there with a big soul,
Mm.
with a big God
Created in the image
and
of
the likeness.
the source.
The source.
No? Oh.
Thank you.
So,
Zen.
dali na kayo
That's
ma-attain
very well
itong
explained. That's very-
unlimited
yeah.
happiness,
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Mm.
People seem to be, kind of,
Ang
it's so hard to get to happiness. No, it's actually,
Mm.
it's not.
Mm.
You can actually shift it from.
If
even-
we know the
if-
the process ba,
Yes,
oh,
yes.
how to be connected
But
or how to go to the
eradicate
source.
you cannot eradicate in the world
Yeah.
in
Oh.
where we're living now, the sadness and the
Yeah.
pains
Mm.
of this world.
Yeah.
But we can always charge ourselves to be able
Mm.
to lessen or to stop the source of sadness
Mhm.
and pains in
Yeah.
life.
Mm. I like that.
Yeah.
We have the power actually to lessen that sadness around us, no? Mm.
By going back
By going back
to the real
source.
source.
Mm.
Ang tinubdan sa tanan.
Mm. No? This word tinubdan, lawom yung kini siyang binisaya. Yung mga yung Tagalog, ano yung tinubdan in Tagalog?
Pinakaugat ba?
Pinakaugat. Yung pinakaugat. Sa yun.
Nasunok
Oh.
dulo. Punot dulo.
In English,
Punot dulo na.
source. So,
Okay.
Punot dulo ng dahilan.
ang punot dulo ng iyong kamalipayon, di ba? Ng iyong happiness,
In theology, they call it the prime source,
the prime source. Okay.
primordial source.
Primordial. Mm. So, it's the supreme
Brain
source.
source.
Yeah.
I see. It's so wonderful conversations. Our young friend here, Princess, murag tawgo na gid ka na mo para mo share kagamay. So we will listen, we will hear your stories of happiness. Dating.
Lady D, come
Dali.
over.
Alice, Lady D, come. Okay.
What
Yes,
I make up-
Here is
Just a
Lady D.
share of how you
Your
do
idea.
your thoughts of constant happiness. How to obtain, how did you,
Here.
if there is an experience, yeah.
Ah,
And
ganahan siya
your-
mo baro ko na siya.
Okay.
Andali. Ikaw dere, be.
Oh, ako naman ito.
Ben.
So good afternoon, everyone. So how I maintain my happiness is being content for everything that I do. Also also being with my friends and my family. I find my happiness with them, also in myself, for being to be being being content, then doing some things. I appreciate little things, or doing little things that there will be outcome, even it is small or big. I find happy there.
Wow, thank you for that, Princessa. May you always be in constant happiness. So that's our journey, our goal, no? To be in constant happiness. And the method, Ben, is charge to the source. No? So what a wonderful afternoon. This afternoon with you who are all with us. So any last sharing word of to inspire that we are already inspired, but to inspire us more, no? Maganda na tips di ay to attain that constant happiness. Siguro.
Ikaw first. Nagdaghan ako.
Taas-taas eh.
Tips is enjoy your life and do the best that you are satisfied, and find your happiness.
Me? You know what I always do? I always joke around because I want people to laugh. When you laugh, you're happy. Because I always tell them, you're too serious. No, there's a problem there when you're too serious. You might end up in the hospital. I see you. No? You know, I see you in the hospital. You know, for me, that's why somebody was telling me, why are you always doing joke? You know, that's me. I want them to be happy. Whenever I come here, their office, I make them laugh. Oh, when I see them laugh, they're happy because they're so serious with what they're doing. Sometimes you forget because what you're doing, sometimes you see a problem. It might, what they call start something that's not nice. You get mad. Smile. There's a song. Smile, even though you're aching, smile. Always smile. Walagi mo wala. You look young when you keep on smiling.
On a personal note, I really do agree with Princess D saying being happy, be content. The feeling of being content and being happy, and going with people who could be nice to you. Very important is going with people like Sing, who always get to smile. And of course, when you get to see people smiling, as we were saying earlier, that we are contaminated na matakdan ta in Bisaya, nakakahawa yung kanyang smile, pagngiti niya. But if you really like, because people like us wants a instant gratification. So these are the tips for instant gratification. You go out, see beautiful things around. Some people are maulers. They get to be happy when they are in malls, but some people doesn't feel that they would rather go to the beach as a source of their happiness, or go to the mountains when they have the capability of doing it, and see and become refreshed over there.
Go to the place where you will be happy.
Yeah, and
Do
then
the things what makes you happy.
yes, true. Some
That's
people would just have to water the plants and they're happy, taking care of of their siblings or grandchildren, they're happy. These are offerings of self gratification that are instant, that we can get. But somehow for me to get to that constant happiness, which I sometimes or many a times also fail to get and charge myself, is getting back to the source. If we really would like to have a constant happiness, get to the source. Always. Always get back to the source. Thank you.
I have a question. Like, why are you sad? Okay, why are you not happy? Because you are not contented with what you have. When you are contented with what you have, you don't feel, sad. Yun nga, there are sayings that mababaw ang kaligayahan. You know, it's something that really will make you make your day enjoyable.
That's why Filipinos enjoy, because with so much problem of Filipinos, I'm talking to many Filipinos, not all. That's why we have so much fun watching TVJ or Eat Bulaga or noontime shows as Showtime, simply because people in the mid of their day, they'd like to smile and laugh and get refreshed. And it so happened that this movie, it's so good that we have also this entertainment around. That's why people like the Filipinos are very much looked up to with big smiles. And with just some people, you get to the street, they're just drinking over there with a couple of beers, and they feel very happy and they relax. So there's that's source of their happiness that we do. But then the constant happiness, the letters capital C, constant to the supreme, it relates to the what you call, to the source of all. Charge.
Okay. Wow. Murag. Asa man na information overload. Dili na siya information overload. Smile overload. No, with the four of us sharing happiness, our journey of happiness, and how we make our journey of happiness constant. And the source, the capital F, I think and I feel all of us will say yes to the challenge of having that constant happiness in our journey and in our day-to-day journey. Diba? So thank you so much, Sing. And
Thank you very much, Sister Zen and
Sen,
and
really this afternoon, I was surprised when my friend was called us. Ellen, say, can you join? You're one of the fans.
well, that's so fun. Kay kitang tanan, we have a smile on our face when she called us up. Oy, you will share on this. Okay.
If I had been informed earlier, I could make a lot of inputs. Because I always want to.
This 1 hour only. Well, if we can make this half day.
Yeah. At least
But mga kuan man na kanang at least na I look forward the next session, no? So the next session, next conversation would still be on the topic source of constant happiness, diba? So they will be looking, all of us will be looking forward to that, given only 1 hour to share. And we have lots of experience of happiness, and the challenge there na lang is how we make it constant. And as you were saying, Ben, the connection, the charging to the source. Okay, so we call this a blessed afternoon, a happy afternoon with smiles on our face, and let's takod this happiness to kinsay atohang tapad, kinsay atohang nasa surroundings. So thank you so much. So let's have
Om Shanti.
moment of meditation. before we end? Okay. And Princess, Princess, would you like to give some announcements before we separate ways?
So, good afternoon, everyone. We wish to invite you to our midweek meditation. This happens every Wednesday, 12:30 to 1 p.m. For July's theme is My Divine Father, my source of constant sustenance. Thank you.
And
good
this
afternoon.
Saturday, that would be July 15, is it 15 ba?
We
So
have
that's
Saturday
meditation.
meditation.
Okay, and then the Saturday after that would be conversations again. Okay, so
Thank you.
looking forward to all of us again having this Saturday session, especially the month of July, Saturday sessions on happiness. Okay, so moments of silence.
Breathing in and out, I let myself be easy, very gently, very slowly. I let go of my concerns. They are what they are. Just for a moment, set them aside. I go very close to myself. There are many layers of my being which have molded me and made me what I am today. Let me go through beneath those layers and find the essence of the self. I take time to go inside and reach a state of the self, what it was like to be with me before anything ever happened. I make contact with an incredible strength, the truth about myself, which is different from all the messages that I have heard, reflecting back to myself. My truth, my essence is different. Nothing to do with my gender, culture, religion, profession, all that is external. There is a purity within that is extraordinary and powerful. It is very different from the identity that I am used to. It is more real. It is beautiful. I am a child of God. I savor these precious moments, keeping this quiet. I am aware of the darkness of our troubled times. I am aware of my distress about it, but I am also aware of the increasing power of that inner light. I am drawn to it, attracted. It feels right. As I stay deep inside, I become aware of another light from beyond a tangible power that is there for me. My God, my nourishment, my sustenance. I can connect, open myself up, and let that light flow into me. It is a subtle, gentle, extraordinary, powerful energy that softly enters my being. The light within increases as He continues to nourish me with the truth of who I am and sustain me with my birthright of peace, love, purity, and power. I feel empowered to stay real to myself. Negative reactions are deep fading away. They have less and less of a hold over me. I feel detached, compassionate, not overwhelmed by the state of the world. It is happening, but it is not happening to the real me. I have total faith that someone, something is looking out for me, making possible for me to see past the darkness and begin to see the light of the future. I happily stay with that light, letting it in, letting it pass through me, letting the light spread. I am a conduit to change, an agent, a beautiful change for the better. I understand what I am here for, no longer resisting. I just allow the darkness to fade away into the past, and God's sustenance allows me to be part of the new dawn for the world. Om Shanti.